Welcome back, everyone. My name is Nathaniel Shook. I am the coach of Ecruteak City FC, and this is Season 3 of the Masters Battle League, and I am super pumped. I am super pumped. I am more than pumped, and I cannot wait. We had a bye Week 1, but now we are going to be playing Week 2, and I cannot wait. Hopefully, you are excited as well. I'm in the office now, so I got the purple going. We got the Ecruteak theme going throughout the entire room, and Week 2's underway. I don't know about you guys, but I am super excited about Week 2. So like I said before, we had a bye Week 1. It's loud. Let's bring that down. So we had a bye Week 1, and we're gonna be. There's my team right there for today. But we're going to be playing not Saffron. No. Goldenrod FC. Now, this is Eric Pastor's team, so if you've not seen some of the updates, he has the highest ranked team right now. In fact, he just got done playing a Week 1 match not too long ago, and so we're on Week 2, and we have to find a way to beat him in some way, shape, or form. I'm not sure how we do that, to be completely honest with you. We have a lot of things that aren't good against his team. We have a lot of speed. We made some waiver adjustments. So you'll notice in our, in some of our draft pickups, we had Gudra at one point. Then we also had Suicune. We dropped both those. So we no longer have that. We now have Darmanitan in place of Suicune. Actually, no, we also had Gallade. So we have Gallade swapped out with Darmanitan, and then we picked up Slowbro for Suicune, and then we picked up Exploud for Gudra when we realized, yeah, even though this thing's dangerous, it's not that dangerous. And that's the big problem. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over some of the team right now. I'll have to show you the box of Ecruteak here. Got a little bit of the drift going on right now, but we'll just stand here at the battle tower. But yeah, I want to get my team ready. I want to kind of explain what we're doing here. Obviously, I was training a little bit. We did have Galarian Moltres. Will I use him? Probably not today. We got some heavy hitters today. Here's the box. Ooh. We are going to be using a wide variety of Mons. Mons that I am not used to or accustomed to, might I add. And so we really got to dig deep for some of these things. Tapu Koko is probably the worst one to play with. It is not, its IVs are garbage. To be real honest with you guys. And so I am not looking forward to this match specifically because I don't feel like our team's prepped enough for that. We did do some move preps and some item preps here. So this will be the team that we're running with. You're going to see Garchomp, Tapu Koko, Slowbro, Slowking, the newly added one, Darmanitan, and Celesteela. I haven't changed the names yet. We're not in that mode yet. It will be changed probably next week. I got to find a theme. Last time it was Eastern Gods. I kind of want to do Greek on this one. You already got to see a snapshot of Erebus. God of Void, Darkness, Total Darkness, might add. And so, this is what we're looking at real fast. We have a, it's not what I want. It's too slow. I'm going to be honest with you here. We do have a, let's see if we have any mints. And this is last minute stuff here. Only because I feel like, I need to. Don't really care about special defense, to be completely honest with you. Kind of care about the defense. I see the issue is I need speed for Tapu Koko, and so if its special attack goes down, it's already down. But if its speed goes down, that's a problem. So you can already see kind of we're in a tough situation. So I do have adamant or somewhat. I think it's adamant Garchomp. Kind of. I just need its speed stat to go up though, and so I can kind of forego the attack for right now. As you can see here, we'll check the summary so you can kind of get a see because we're right now prepping for Eric. Special defense is down, attack's up, which is great. Attack is fantastic, but for this one, because of the speed creep, I have to have that speed stat in there. So I'm okay with foregoing the special defense for the lack of a better way to really put it into words. I could go serious and kind of creep up, but I think I'm below his some of his Tapus by like 5 or 8, and so a change into serious won't do anything. So we're probably gonna go into naive and just be able to just do that. I know it's kind of a waste. Hear me out. It is kind of a waste, but in order for us to actually hit effectively, we have to, especially with that choice band, because it'll make up for that adamant stuff. And I went that way because it's cool. But what you'll also see is we're going to go Iron Head on one of these things. So I can get up there. Went the wrong way. There it is. And this is just to scare out any potential fairy types that may be there that I may want to go up against. Remember, I outspeed all the Tapus. The only way that I don't is if they're choice scarfed. So I had Slash and... I know one of the guys on Discord, Shepsalot or whatever to call it, Shep, you said not to go Outrage, but it's my week 1. I'm going to take it. I'm going to take Outrage. I feel like it is insanely good here. I think it is one of those moves that will catch people off guard. They're not going to expect it, which allows me to have a lot, kind of the jump on them. So let's go over some of the move sets real fast, just so we have an understanding of what Ecruteak's running with the first match. Obviously, Earthquake, Iron Head, Fire Fang, Outrage. Tapu's going to be a little weird. You'll see here that we got Thunder Wave on that bad boy to be able to... ooh, someone's messaging. My goodness. Whew. Well, let's mute that real fast. But we are running U-Turn. Is that ground types? I don't want to be locked in. This one right here, I realized half his team's weak to fire, half his team is weak to ice. And Slowbro's gonna be that physical wall that we need. You'll even see here. And then this one's gonna be sick. This is gonna be the new one I picked up with Eerie Spell. I know we were supposed to run Future Sight on most of these things, but in order to effectively utilize all my turns effectively against this team, which uses a lot of hazards and loves it when we switch, this will be helpful. They both have Regenerator. This one is going to be the one that steals the show. Running some calcs, Flare Blitz should eradicate almost his entire team, even if it's just neutral. It should eradicate his team. So this is kind of our win con. We got to keep this in the pocket. I know it's not the Galarian Darmanitan from last season, but this one specifically is huge. Okay. This one, Heavy Slam, maxed out its weight. It's the heaviest Pokemon in the game. So that means it's at that 130, 140 range. Got Flamethrower for those pesky Steel types. And Leech Seed and Protect just to stall out and kind of bide our time. And then we're back to square one. So I want to message Eric right now. We're going to get this match underway. I even put Metal Coat on that thing. Ooh. But again, his team is better than ours, guys. I'm going to be real honest with you. We don't have the same type of... we don't have the same type of firepower as we had in last season. That's the unfortunate part about all this, is we have a lot of speed, actually. Now that I'm actually thinking about it, we had the fastest speed tier in the entire league yet again. The issue is with the introduction of DLC, there's a lot of things that can change here. And that's, I think, is the biggest problem. So we're going to set this up. Hopefully get home field advantage, right? We're hoping. And for those of you who are watching right now, I'm not accustomed to losing. Eric had previously, earlier in the week, even during our recording of the draft analysis, had mentioned, I'm going to beat everyone 4-0. I will never drop below that. Granted, he's probably joking, so he rephrased it and said, I probably won't drop below 3-0. So, again, knowing that his team is better than ours, you know, I'm hoping that I got some drift, hoping that we don't suck it up. Who do we lead off with? That's a fantastic question. Everything in my soul tells me I should lead with Darmanitan, but I know that is probably not the wisest decision. Realistically, leading off with Slowbro initially against his Landorus is probably the preferred method here. What we're worried about is going to be the Nidoking is going to be the one that we're primarily worried about, as it has a lot of coverage. Along with that, there is the concern with, man, I'm nervous, Tapu Lele. Ferrothorn and Corviknight we're not too worried about. Landorus, if it is Scarfed, will cause some issues. And that's just how it is. But remember, we got to keep... at least that's the Wi-Fi password. But remember, we gotta keep Darmanitan as safe as possible. It's the one that I know outspeeds everything that he has. And kind of go for that. I wasn't able to see all of the match of Dewford versus Goldenrod, which is Corbin versus Eric. And so I'm coming at this, like, even just talking with him, knowing a little bit of strategies that he's going to incorporate. But I don't know the mons he's picking, because that's going to actually change the way he plays. He's going to play a very hazard heavy. I do not. As you recall from last season, I am one of those guys who's going to point and click and go. We don't care about a lot of hazards. We have Moltres for that, but specifically for this first match, we're kind of tampering around with the speed tiers here. I know he has a fast team, but I know it's more middle of the road. I know I had the faster team here. There you can see him pop up on the screen. So with that being said, we can kind of control the pace here. There's 3 mons on our team that are super slow. 3 of them, the other 3 are super fast, faster than the rest of what he's got. Especially after that little nature switch. So if you're watching this, Eric, it's because of that. I'm just going to throw that out there. There he's going to battle right now. Okay, and here we go. So we got week 2. Again, we are not the favorites. By all means, we're actually seeded to be number 3. So we are supposed to be, we are supposed to be losing this match. Hoping you guys know this. We're supposed to be losing this match. So if we can walk away with the 2-0 loss, that's fine with me. In fact, I would be okay with that in its entirety. But we're going to try to win this. If we have the opportunity to win this, we want to do it as best we possibly can. There's the team. I won't be too loud because I know he's downstairs right now. We were hanging out with dinner. But keep in mind, Celesteela, Metal Coat, Heavy Slam. Everyone's sleeping on that, but I assure you, it can do serious damage, and it will do over 50%. Most of the stuff that we do here should be taking out 50% or close there to every hit. Because again, I've gone to this mode of hyper offensive. We took off slack off on Slowbros for the specific nature. Okay, so here it is. Yeah, so he's bringing. We called it. I knew it. He's gonna bring the Nidoking. He's gonna bring out that Dragonite, and he's gonna bring out Landorus. So, all intents and purposes, knowing what Lando does best, right? Slowbro is the way to go. It's super defensive. We invested a little bit in special defense. If he's going to run Dragonite, we can do that. We have Ice Beam. This is why we packed ice moves up the wazoo initially. So we're just gonna lock that one in, and then we'll just go from there. Again, we are going to be aggressive. I want him to conform to me, and that's it. Celesteela is gonna have problems with some of those rock moves. Has Levitate, so again, we gotta be really careful with Earthquake here. We gotta be really careful with Earth Power, especially on Nidoking with Sheer Force. If he Life Orbit, awesome. If he Choice Scarfs it, that's a problem, but it should go on Lando. And then obviously he has multi-skill with Dragonite, and so he's gonna try to D-dance up and go. Probably use the one move where Shep told me to get, which is gonna be that move where it hits you 5 times, brings down your defense, but ups your speed. If that's the case, he will probably sweep with that, and I would look for that Dragonite move to come in. So what we also put in is Scald and Ice Beam. So we've kind of done the both of it. It's a little loud, but you know, hey, roll with me, guys. I have to tank down this. Okay, so here we go. We're gonna see what he pulls out first. I'm expecting Landorus or Dragonite. Wow. Okay, so he goes that. This actually works out in our favor still. It allows us to do a couple different things here. We can kind of predict he's probably going to go out into Ferrothorn. He can actually try to run this one. He knows Thunderbolt. I know he does. So it's just a matter of which one we want to hit harder with. This one can leave a burn. It's not he's going to be special anyways. Most of his stuff's going to be physical, so we're going to run Psychic. We're going to stay in there, call his bluff, and see what happens. Remember, we have investment in special defense. So I'm okay if he tries to hit me. I'm expecting a Thunderbolt. He withdrew it. That's fine. Psychic's going to hit neutral then. Yeah, okay, perfect. So he was expecting the Scald. This is going to do some semblance of damage here. Not a lot, wow. So we're going, since we're defensive, all he can do is Power Whip. He's going to try going for Stealth Rock. He probably does not know we're running Flamethrower. If he is, he's going to double out. So we're just going to click it and go. Remember, we're not being reactionary. We're going to be anticipatory. We're going to be one step ahead of him. He's got to adapt to my playstyle, not the other way around, right? If I'm going to be aggressive, especially with a slow Mon, I got to do this first. Theoretically, I should be faster than Ferrothorn. Yep, there it is. And that, I don't know if it'll kill. It should kill. It's 4 times, you'd think. Yeah, that's a tanky boy. So especially defensive, he's going to set up Stealth Rocks. That's going to be fairly bad here. But now that he knows we have Flamethrower, he's going to be a little bit more cautious with it. So he can go out into Power Whip. He can go out to Knock Off, which would be great because I have lefties. But I'm still running Regenerator. So there's a couple things he can do here. Realistically, he can stay in, set up spikes, and he might actually do that. So we're just going to click Flamethrower and see what happens. Again, we're playing it super simple. We're not overthinking the switch in. He will probably switch out into a Lando or someone else that may be worthwhile to deal with this. Yeah, exactly. So I'm expecting Tapu Lele. Dragonite. Okay. So we brought Ice. So this is going to hurt. If we get the burn off, that's sick. And that'd be a huge thing. Multi-skill's gone, so we can kill after this move. He can D-dance all he wants, but we have Ice. And he still has to figure out how to take out the Slowbro. I'm physically defensive. He's going to D-dance. And since multi-skill is gone, this should be a dead Dragonite. Yep. So this is why we packed Ice. His team is not good with Ice. This is suck. This is bad. So I don't know if we live this one. I don't know actually if we live this one. I was not expecting that. This should kill. Now we eat that. So we saved the Dragonite sweeps. That's one thing gone. We're up 6-5. That's huge. That's one threat. So now we got to focus on that Nidoking. Nidoking is the primary thing we got to focus on. Lefties is going to be huge here. And again, we haven't switched a lot. We haven't done a lot of things. He has to adapt to us. Corviknight's going to be scared of us. Metagross is going to be within a shot. And so he has to really think about what he's doing here. He has to go Lando or he has to go Nidoking. If he has Tapu Lele, he needs to bring in it now. And hopefully he has a move that can counteract that. But nothing's going to stop this Slowbro. There it is. There's the Tapu Lele. I knew it. I knew it was coming. This is where we can get a little cheeky with it. We can swap out if we wanted to. He's got to know that he's got to have Psychic packing, right? So he's probably expecting the Slow King one. So I'm going to be cheeky right here. We're going to go into Scald, okay? We're see if we can get the burn. Hits the Thunderbolt. This should be a dead Slowbro. Yeah, that's fine. We can trade off. I need a clean switch in anyways. This is huge. So anyways, back in Thunderbolt. Probably shouldn't have sacked that one. Realistically, that's a little rough. It was fast too. It was really fast. I know he's trying to bait this thing in. I know we can take one hit. We can use Regenerator. Jump on out. This is a toughie. This one's a toughie. He's got some steel moves. I know that. He'll probably go into a sludge move. So I can go into a fire one. I think I'm within kill range though. Because he can't risk dying here. So I'm going to go Flamethrower. I'm expecting a switch out. I'm expecting him to think Sludge Wave. Oh, wow. He just goes in. He thinks he's going to kill. He's Choice Scarf. So I could have actually... Oh, that's horrible. That's rough. That's a lot of damage. We can live that. He withdrew it. Dang it, he's going to go into Metagross or Corviknight. That's good. That's smart. That's really smart. All right, so here's the fun part. This is where we go with Celesteela. Oh, that's fine. He might know heavy press. Not heavy press. He might know body press. He might know body press. That's a problem. I mean, that's my only option, and he knows that too. And I'm okay with taking this hit, swapping back out. This is going to be a rough one. This is going to hurt, and he knows it too. I have no other option here because Slowbro's out. So I'm expecting body press. Brave Bird. What? I mean, I can take that. I'm expecting body press. Yeah, this should be a dead Corviknight. No, we living. Oh, it's a crit. Dude, that actually mattered. I don't think this will kill. Give me a burn, give me a burn. Nothing. That's horrible. That's actually really rough. So, I'm assuming body press will be a thing again. So I still need Celesteela. Still need that. It's a special defensive one, not a defensive one. Probably found that out. He withdrew. Tapu Lele, that's fine. That's fine. Because we doubled out too. We doubled out too. Because he's thinking of Thunderbolt. He's got, so this is choice. It's either choice Specs or choice Scarf. We've learned that. That's good to know. I'm assuming choice Specs. Because it's already faster than it needs to be. Again, there's nothing stopping him from going into Ferrothorn at all. There's really nothing. So we're just going to press Scald. He's going to do a Psychic. This is going to hurt. This is going to hurt really bad. We'll know if it's Choice Specs or not. That's Choice Specs. For sure, Choice Specs. To get the burn, that's sick. Nothing. Let's see. That was going to be a Psychic. We might have to sack Ferrothorn because Slowking is something that I really need. So now we're in a problem. So this is the threat we were talking about. He still has Nidoking in the pocket, which is like gold. And we should die right here. Yeah, Psychic. We live it? Nah, we don't. But we get Regenerator off, so we get the opportunity to come back in with Regenerator. Super cool. And we'll be able to live it, which is the huge plus here. We're already paralyzed, so he's going to say, "Oh, I can take a shot." So again, we're being a little bit more reactionary. Now we're in a problem here. So we're just going to go right into Sludge Wave. If he brings out Corviknight, if he brings out Metagross, Ferrothorn, sorry, that's fine. Yeah, we drew it. So he's going to go into Metagross, or he's going to go into Corviknight. Yeah, Metagross. That's a smart move. He does not know we're running Flamethrower. Remember, it hasn't happened yet. So we're going to play this thing all day. If he doubles out, good move on him. But if he doesn't, problem. I'm trying to make my moves a little bit more quicker. He does knock off. This is going to hurt. We live it. That should be a dead Ferrothorn. Should be a dead Ferrothorn. Yeah. Okay, there's that one. I know he probably doesn't need it. He's already got Stealth Rocks doing most of the damage there. Because, again, Darmanitan's going to get hit hard with that. And so the question is, do we sack it? Do we not? Right? And I'm glad we didn't bring Regieleki. I'm glad we did not bring Moltres, because I feel like none of this would actually work with that, especially with Nidoking in the pocket. Lando. Okay. He should hit me. He should just hit me hard. This should be a dead... Can I survive this? It's gonna do knockoff or Stone Edge. Tapu Lele is still there. I'm paralyzed, so I'm not gonna move fast. I want to see what he does. Stone Edge, yeah. Ah, that's unfortunate. So we'll die to that. That's fine. We're hoping for a miss there, but can't rely on RNG. Alright, so here we go. So there's a few things we can do here. And I'm going to share with you. I think Garchomp's not really going to have an effect here. Well, I mean, neither will this either. Okay. We're just going to do this. We're going to go in the guard chop. I know this is not the best move here. We don't have rough skin. We just have sand veil, which is unfortunate. So the guard chop is not effective at all. But again, if it's going to be choice banned, it's choice banned, right? He still has Tapu Lele in the back. It's a 4-3. I'm losing here. So I got to do something. I got to make a move. So we're going right into Iron Head. He's probably expecting a dragon move. No, he doesn't. Wow. U-turn. That's fine. So he got to see that move. That's unfortunate. Knows that we don't have the rough skin. And if it's Tapu Lele, we'll... Oh, it's Ninu King. Okay, so this is going to be an Ice Beam. It's an Ice Beam. It's totally an Ice Beam. If it's not, that's wild. He should do Ice Beam all day, every day. Remember, Darmanitan is the one that we need to really Earth Power. So he didn't predict right. It's going to hurt. We lived that one. So we just need damage. This is huge because it's going to help us with sweep with Darmanitan. We're going to sack this guy off right here. Yeah, it's fine. Alright, the one thing I gotta be worried about here is that it's poison. Yeah, so we kind of. It's crit. Didn't really matter. Sorry. So we have to go Darm here. We have to. It's Choice Scarf. It's gonna be faster than anything on the field. Okay? And we literally can just click Flare Blitz. And we win this. Because of how we've set up everything. Right? It's not gonna be a lot because he's half health. We'll lose a decent chunk right here. But just keep that in mind. So. We put the controllers down, we just let Flare Blitz do its thing. So that's going to be a dead Nino King. That's one. We get some decent recoil here, but we're staying in. It's going to be a suicide. Then he has either Corviknight, Tapu Lele, and whatever else he's got in there. Lando, which I think we already damaged a little bit. McDaddy. So this is Lando. So this is going to be a dead Landorus. That sucks. That actually sucks. That actually might make him survive here. We click in, we just go. We don't think about it. If this guy's Choice Scarf, Eric wins. If he's not, okay, he's not. It's a dead Lando. So even the Intimidate didn't work. So you have a possibility to sweep here. The recoil's gonna be gnarly, but we should have enough to be able to sweep the rest. Tapu Koko is not going to win it for us, guys. It's the weakest one of our team right now. Corviknight should be dead. I'm going to lose a lot of recoil from this. He can do a couple things. But it should be dead. If Corviknight goes first. What? I'll be back, I guess? I mean, the game's over regardless. Battle was canceled. It wasn't like there was an interruption. Alright, well, if that is a win, we'll take the 1-0. What'd we say? It was going to be Darmanitan was the win con there. Because we calced it all out. It's cool that a lower tier Pokemon is actually being utilized a lot more. Tapu Koko is easily the weakest one. We got to make some adjustments there. Garchomp is also weak. Weren't able to really get the Outrage in, which sucks, but it is what it is. Need to work better with Celesteela, and I misplayed with Slowbro pretty bad. But the Dragonite drop-in was super nice. But we'll learn from this one. If it is what it is, then we take the dub here, but there's a lot of misplays that happened here, and so we got to really adjust. We still got to find utilization for Moltres and a couple other mons. So, good match, man.
Don't take that forfeit as like
no, I'm not.
anger. That was
No. Yeah, no. And I was telling everyone right now, like I'm still recording, but I calced everything prior, and to see if Darmanitan would be able to KO from 75%. Yeah, even at
And
-1.
Scarf?
Yep, he was scarfed.
I knew he was Scarf.
So
I sent out Elandris. I'm like, okay.
I knew because even from 100%, he drops to 75. You were out.
75 death?
So if you're at like around 75 to 80% health, I'm able to drop you. But with that intimidate one, I think that's a roll. I think that was a low
I'd
roll
like to check that because I was at like.
because
I was probably around 45.
I didn't calculate
And I'm
the
looking at
intimidate.
that, and I don't think it would matter because he had top in the back with outspeeding everything.
I mean potentially.
Not potentially, you're asking it. Might know.
I mean, I would outspeed, but I don't have any moves that would help out. It's more of a supporter.
I really thought you were going to switch out your Dark Bomb.
No.
That's why I went with
So I knew Ironhead would do enough damage to where if you misplayed, and that's why when you sent out Nidoking, I'm like, I know an Ice Beam is the easiest move to
so
click.
dumb.
It's like the dumbest thing not to press at this point. So I'm like, if I stay in, right, and he doesn't pick Ice Beam, I'm able to then sweep his entire team.
Well, and I lost track of who was alive. I thought for some reason Celesteela was still alive. Which is why I'm like.
I misplayed Celesteela hard. It was bad. Even with Slowbro, I shouldn't have stayed in.
Ooh, I can't from the beginning.
Yeah, I don't know.
I had a brain fart with Dragonite.
Yeah, I don't know why.
When I went for that D-Dance.
I was like, that's a free one.
And I didn't think. I went for it, and then I forgot I took damage coming in.
Yeah.
And I was just like, oh no.
Yeah.
I'm not full health.
Yep.
I'm like, I did less damage by D-Dancing instead of a double attack.
Well, and that's why I stayed in with Slowbro because
I had nothing for that. That thing.
Which was surprising. So I actually went into it having Slack Off instead of Ice Beam. But I looked at your team and I'm like, dude, but if he brings Nidoking and Dragonite, which is the two ones I'm actually scared about the most. Tapu Lele, the only reason why Darmanitan did not come out sooner is because I have no answer for Tapu Lele. And Darmanitan's the only one that can outspeed. I think it's Tapu Lele's 90 or 85 speed. Darmanitan's is 95.
Psychic against Psychic.
Is
It's not neutral.
No, it's resisted. Yeah. If it's the same typing, it's always
No
going to be
answer for
resisted.
that Galarian.
Slowking?
Yeah, Slowking.
Yeah, well, and I kept overthinking it after I hit Flamethrower because I kept thinking he's going to switch into Corviknight. He's going to switch into Metagross. Or Ferrothorn. Gosh dang it. So.
Yeah, and when you had Ice Beam, and I knew he was AV, so I was like...
Oh, it's totally AV. Because were you Choice Specs? Lele. Oh, absolutely, because
Yeah,
I saw my health bar go, I'm like, there's no way.
That's it?
Yeah, I was like, oh my gosh. So I was like trying to figure out in my head, like calculate without using, because I don't use the calculator here hardly as much as I used to.
I didn't use it.
Yeah, and so I'm like sitting there like, I think I can live that. It was kind of a ballsy play. I just could not get the Sludge Wave in. I also had a move called Eerie Impulse, or Eerie Spell, which drops your PP by 3. And so if I could find like a Dragonite or something where I could lock you into the point where you start flailing and hurting yourself, I'm like, that's the go-to.
What did you have on your Slowking Galarian? You had Ice Beam, Sludge Wave, Flamethrower, and...
Scald. Yeah, I was trying to fish for some burns. I wasn't sure what was coming in.
My Dragonite, I had a Lumberry.
You had a Lumberry? Dadgummit, I didn't even think about that.
And then you Flamethrowered me, and I took chip damage, and I'm like, oh, I have the wrong.
Yeah, and he's not as physical as you think he is.
Here's the thing. Because I survived the first Earth Ice Beam, right?
Yeah, you did.
I don't have a weakness policy. I was looking for it, and I would have put that thing on it. That's what I was looking for, is a weakness policy.
You would have swept my entire team. Easy. Because you wouldn't even need anything else. You just press extreme speed all day. Not even that. You can just do Dragon Claw.
2.5 speed. You would have had to send out Celesteela and get some chips.
Yeah. Well, and Celesteela, I realized.
Celesteela would have survived my Dragon. Because I had E-Speed,
You're right.
Claw, and Earthquake.
You're right. And then I had, so for your information, Celesteela, Heavy Slam, based on your weight. Celesteela is the heaviest Pokemon in the game. And I put Metal Coat. No, it ups Steel moves by 1.2. So I had the possibility with most of your mons with a Heavy Slam, except for the resisted ones, to drop to 50 or around 60%. So the whole thing was, I realized when I was prepping this morning that if I don't get your Mons some chip damage, it won't allow Darmanitan to do its thing.
I'm on my phone. Your team threw me off. I did not.
It's weird.
I guessed wrong of who you were bringing.
Oh, yeah. Well, I originally I did. So originally I had
The Slowbro Slow King threw me completely off because I didn't have Rotom.
Yeah, you didn't. I was I was originally going to bring Garchomp, Tapu Koko, and then I was gonna.
I'm like, all right, you're gonna bring Gengar.
I thought about that.
Celesteela.
Yeah.
I'm like, of course, Celesteela is too good.
Right.
And then I said he's gonna bring
Moltres. I had a 6 setup for Moltres, and I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it, and I'm looking at your team. I'm like, there's so much that can go wrong with Moltres. Given the 2 fairy types, I know a lot of Mons can learn rock type moves. It was not looking pretty for me, and so I knew like and even if you go like body press Corviknight, it's not going to appreciate that. If you have Scrafty, it's not going to appreciate that. So I can't bring Moltres. That's a waste of a Pokemon at that point.
I just couldn't get. I had to save Landorus for Tapu.
Yeah, you had to. Yeah.
Koko, and Darm.
I thought you were going to bring Tapu Fini. I really thought you were going to bring it because I had no answer for Tapu.
I didn't because I'm like, oh, I thought you were going to bring Regieleki.
I thought about it. He was on my radar. Celesteela,
and
Coco.
I'm like, I can't defeat him.
Yeah.
And I think I was missing that extra bolt.
If you had Fini, you have an answer for Darmanitan, and then I lose the game.
Brought Fini instead of Dragonite.
You would. I think you would have won. See, I don't know, because that Dragonite is super scary. I think the Dragonite was the decent move. I just don't. I did not realize why I was not running Ice Beam before. So like I said, I was coming here worried about that, and I was running a bunch of Thunder Wave all across the board to deal with speed. And then I'm sitting.
And it's Slowbro against Dragonite. I'm like, I can't win this.
Yeah, and I had Regenerator, which helped out a lot, especially with the Slow King, because if he didn't, I'd be in a world of hurt, because I wouldn't be able to utilize the Assault Vest. I'd have to probably go Black Sludge, if anything. So I had a hunt for that. But good stuff, man. Okay, well, the recording's going long enough, so y'all have fun. That's week 2. More matches on the way. Take care, y'all.